Hi everyone, it's Marlon. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm making my version of a pound cake. Pound cake typically has a pound of sugar, a pound of butter, a pound of flour, and a pound of eggs. This pound cake that I'm going to be making today has a twist to it and it tastes delicious. I hope you guys like it, and let's go ahead and get started. The ingredients that you need are 4 cups of pancake mix, and I went ahead and sifted my pancake mix. 4 eggs, 2 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk, 3/4 cups of oil, 1 cup of white granulated sugar, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to be using my stand mixer, but you don't have to. If you don't want to, you can always just use a whisk. I'm going to start off by mixing in the eggs first. My eggs are always room temperature every time I bake something. I'm going to go ahead and mix the eggs so they break up just for a little bit, maybe about a minute or so. I just want them to break up and incorporate together. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my oil. I'm using 3/4 cups of oil, and I'm using canola oil. You can use the oil that you like. 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and my 2 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk, but you can use whatever milk that you like, 2% or skim milk as well. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick mix just so everything kind of incorporates together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just for maybe a couple minutes before I add the rest of my ingredients. Next, I'm going to add my cup of granulated sugar and then give this a mix as well. Then I leave the pancake mix towards the end. So I'll give this a quick mix. So next I'm going to add the pancake flour, and I'm going to be adding little at a time. I sifted my pancake flour just because it's just better. I feel like when you sift your flour, your breads and your cakes tend to be like fluffier. So I always sift it. I'm going to add about half of the pancake flour into it and mix that just for a little bit until everything's incorporated. If you need to use a spatula to get around the edges, go ahead and do that. So next I'll go ahead and just continue to add my flour onto the mixture and let it mix together. I'm going to go ahead and add the remainder of the flour and then just give it a quick mix. I'm going to clean up the bowl with a rubber spatula. I just want to make sure that I have all the pancake flour in the mixture and I mix it well. And as you guys could see, this bread is super easy to put together and it tastes so good. I call this pound cake, but a lot of people know it in Spanish as panque, and it tastes amazing. And what I like about it is that it's so easy to make. This recipe is going to give you 2 loaves. I went ahead and greased my 2 loaves and put parchment paper just to make it easier to take the loaves out of the pan. I'm going to start transferring the batter into the loaf pans. I'm going to try and get them as even as I possibly can. I'm going to use a spoon to kind of spoon them in there, and then I'm going to be going back and forth just to make sure they're kind of even. So this is what they look like before they go in the oven. This is optional. I'm going to be adding chopped pecans to one of the loaves so you guys could see what it looks like. It tastes amazing with the pecans. I'm going to go ahead and do one with pecans and the other one without pecans. Both ways taste very good, but I just wanted to give you guys an option in case you like pecans, or you can add walnuts too if you like. So I am going to go ahead and pretty much cover the entire loaf with the pecans. It's about 1/4 of a cup. So this is what they look like right before they go into the oven. This one with the pecans is going to look amazing. Those pecans are going to be baked into the top of the batter. It's going to be amazing. So I'm going to be baking these at 350 for 35 to 45 minutes. It depends on your oven. When they come out, this is what they look like. They smell amazing and they look great as well. I can't wait to cut into one of these so you guys could see them. I like to let them cool down before I take them out of the mold. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull that parchment paper out and see, it's so easy to take out. And now I'm just going to go ahead and peel the parchment paper off of the bread. And it's so easy, and it's easy to clean up as well because all you have to do is just wash that oil that I put on the loaf pan. So I'm just going to go ahead and gently start peeling off the parchment paper. I'm gonna do the same thing to the one that I added the pecans. I like to leave a little bit of the parchment paper sticking up. That way I could just pull it up with my fingers and it's easy to come out. So I'm gonna gently start peeling off the parchment paper. And as you guys could see, the loaf is very easy. It's pretty well baked. As you guys could see, it's not crumbly or anything like that. Look at this beauty. It just looks so pretty with the pecans. It tastes amazing as well. You could do the pecans or you can eat it plain. Both ways taste amazing. This bread is not too sweet. I find it to be just perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece. I'm very excited for you guys to see the inside of the bread. It has just such a soft texture and it has a great consistency as well, and it just tastes amazing. It's not too sweet. To me, this cake is similar to pound cake, except the ingredients that I used are way different than what you would typically use for a traditional pound cake. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece with my fork so you guys can see how soft the bread is, and that way you guys can take a better look at the texture. So here I have a piece of the pound cake, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a piece of it. It tastes very good. It's very moist, and you can taste the vanilla, and I went and took a piece of the one with the pecans. So it's very good. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, please give it a little thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.